Kevin Bacon has one of Hollywood's most recognisable faces. With a prolific career that spans more than 30 years and 50 films, he's inspired the game 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon, the idea being that he's worked on so many films that he can be linked to any actor in 6 steps or less. But he hasn't always been so well known. After graduating from New York Square Theatre School, Kevin had hoped his first film, Animal House, would lead to instant fame. But unfortunately, this wasn't the case. So he returned to waiting tables and auditioning for stage work. He first caught Hollywood's attention as the hot-headed alcoholic Fenwick in Diner. But it was the box office smash Footloose that made Kevin Bacon a household name. So what does Kevin think about plans to remake the movie that gave him his big break?
I was thrilled that they're doing it again. You know, it's one of those things where you kind of, you know, when I wake up in the morning, I look in the mirror, I don't look at someone and say, you know, at myself and say, oh, they'll be remaking your movies now. You know, it's been 30 years, I guess it's time, it should be cool.
The phenomenal success of Footloose was a mixed blessing. Not wanting to be typecast as a teen heartthrob, he looked for films that would give him the chance to show the range of his acting abilities, starring in She's Having a Baby and Tremors. But Hollywood wasn't ready to accept Kevin as a serious leading man, and his career hit a rough patch, but he didn't let it get him down.
You know, it's always ups and downs. I think at the worst time, when I really, I had no money in the bank and no prospects of work, and the auditions weren't coming, and I still knew that I was going to be in it for the long haul. I still knew that this is what I was going to do with my life. So just kind of knowing that in the back of your mind makes it possible to ride out the hills and valleys.
While his professional life struggled, Kevin's personal life flourished. And in 1988, he married Kira Sedgwick, and they have 2 children together. By 1991, Kevin gave up the idea of playing leading men, instead focusing on smaller, edgier roles. His performance as a gay prostitute in Oliver Stone's JFK and as an attorney in A Few Good Men won him praise and recognition as a powerful, serious actor. A Few Good Men also gave Kevin the chance to work with one of his idols, Jack Nicholson, which would have been pretty intimidating to most of us, but not to Kevin.
Acting is something that I've been doing for a long time, and it's something that I'm comfortable with. I'm comfortable on a set, so other actors don't really usually intimidate me. I mean, it's just not the way it is.
A very passionate actor, Kevin takes his craft very seriously.
There's all these pieces that you have to put together. The script and the director's previous work. If he doesn't have any previous work, his vision or his idea for what the movie is. The studio, the co-stars, the whole, what they call package.
Continuing to impress through supporting but memorable roles, Kevin showed us his scary side in The River Wild, playing a menacing, compulsive liar who terrorises Meryl Streep and her family while on a whitewater rafting trip.
It's great to be a bad guy, I mean, it's fun. Every once in a while I look at myself, in the dailies, and I kind of go, is that really me, doing mean things to the kid? That bothered me a little, but other than that, it was fun.
It had taken a few years, but Kevin had well and truly shed his Brat Pack image. He'd regained his confidence and once again was looking for lead roles that would challenge him as an actor.
Since Footloose, I was sort of trying to, reverse the effects of that movie in an odd sort of way. I would like now to, do leads again, to carry an action movie or a romantic comedy, or, to be, the guy and that's running, the movie's built around.
After more supporting roles in films including Murder in the First, Apollo 13 and Picture Perfect, he successfully landed leading roles in Stir of Echoes and Hollow Man. On the set, Kevin finds his character's journey can have an impact on his own personality.
I believe that acting is, at its core, pretending. It's faking. It's, you try to create the impression that it's real as possible. You try to reflect as much as you can reality, but really you are turning it on and you're turning it off. However, the process of doing it affects you personally. You can't help but feel that way. If you're having like a real happy kind of fun scene, you know, you tend to have a happy, fun day. If you're having a scene where you're either giving or receiving some sort of pain, it you know, creates a certain amount of pain.
Kevin gave a powerful performance in Mystic River, playing a cop who's been sent back to his old neighbourhood to investigate a murder. After reading the script, he was so impressed he didn't care which role he got, just as long as he was in the movie.
You know, sometimes it's hard to find one good part that you're right for, but to find 3 great parts that, you know, I would have been thrilled to play any one of those parts was, you know, a kind of a godsend.
Never one to shy away from a challenging role, in The Woodsman, Kevin played a pedophile who's trying to re-enter society after 12 years in prison. While many actors would struggle with the incredibly dark subject matter, Kevin handled it perfectly.
Being an actor necessitates getting in touch with all sorts of dark sides of yourself. I think that I often say that it's oddly therapeutic, because I think that a lot of us walk around with demons. I mean, that's the human condition.
Multi-talented, Kevin also took on producing duties on Wild Things and The Woodsman. He made his directorial debut in Loverboy, having learned a lot from mentor Clint Eastwood, although he admits he isn't as calm a character.
You know, I have a little bit more of a temper than that, and I think I get a little bit more frustrated. But I did learn a tremendous amount about directing by watching him, and about the possibilities of creating a safe and relaxed working environment.
In 2007, Kevin took justice into his own hands, starring in Death Sentence, followed by the touching drama Rails and Ties. Despite the ups and downs of his career, he has no regrets, preferring to look to the future.
I don't look back that often, honestly. I try to look forward, and I try not to have regrets, because I feel like whether it's directors or films or things that happen in your life, that you learn as much from the bad experiences as you do from the good experiences.
In 2008, Kevin worked with legendary director Ron Howard on Frost Nixon, a brilliantly acted Oscar-nominated film. And with his father being a 7th cousin of President Nixon, Kevin was committed to providing a truthful portrayal of Nixon's protector, Jack Brennan.
I think it's always a little bit different when you're telling a story, you know, that's based on real people and real events. You know, certainly I felt like I had a responsibility to the character that I was playing to try to at least get some of the essence of who I think he was and put that out there.
The linking game 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon stemmed from his long and illustrious career. At first bemused by the game, Kevin decided that if you can't beat him, join him, and set up the charitable website 6degrees.org, a social networking site designed to connect people with charities, creating an easy way to make donations.
I never expected it. I never expected to come to the point in my life where I kind of said, wow, I want to sort of do something like that, step out of myself and, you know, put something like this together.
When it comes to Kevin Bacon, anything is possible. Incredibly versatile, he continues to take on surprising and challenging roles, making him one of Hollywood's most intriguing players. Stay tuned to Star Picks for all of the movies you know and the actors you love, broadcasting glorious high definition with 5.1 surround sound where available. For more of the best in entertainment news, check out your Movie Network channels. It's altogether better on screen and at mnc.tv.